Okay, I'm just adjusting things so that we can make sure that I can see. So if you just bear with me, I'm hoping this is going to work out much better, and I'll do less moving about hopefully, and you will be able to see. While we're just waiting for my feed to come up so that I can see what I'm doing, just waiting. Just let me refresh that. Does that come up? No, it doesn't seem to be coming up yet, so I'm still waiting. See anything there? Can't see anything currently, so just bear with me. There, I found myself. Okay, so I'm hoping that by me doing this, that I can see whether you can see correctly and I'm not having to move about. I will be able to test my lighting, so I'm going to switch my light on and see if that improves it. Just takes a few seconds for it to catch up, but at least I can see now whether you're getting a good shot of what I'm doing or not. I think that gives it a bit of a glare, so I think I might adjust my lights till I'm happy. While I'm just looking at lighting and glare, I'll just show you my lovely car. So I've decided, because I've got such a lot of DSP, that I wanted to focus on using the DSP in making cards. So this lovely one, Concertina's out, and then back in, and you've got a lovely verse on the back. I had forgotten that I haven't put Happy Easter on, so I will have to put an Happy Easter on, and that might end up going on a thumbnail depending on what we're doing, because I have not brought any card. I could cut something out, but that you get, it will stand up like that, so it's a beautiful card. So without further ado, let's get on to make it. So what you want is some designer series paper that is 6x6. Now sorry, not 6x6, 12x12. So I've got some 12x12 here. Don't know, I think I cut it, so I just cut it straight down the middle there, and so I've got two pieces of 6x6. The colours work well together, so you want something that works front and back together. So there. Right, I also, when I fold this up, I want to make sure that it goes the right way, so because it's got a continuous line, so I have to be aware of that when I'm scoring. So first of all, we're going to bring in to score, and it doesn't matter which piece you choose first, and I'm going to score it at 1 inch. So I'm making sure that I absolutely get that at 1 inch. We want to be as accurate as possible, so make sure you get that at 1 inch. And I'm just going to see if I can make this light a bit brighter now I've seen that it's dull. So let's see if this goes any brighter. No, it doesn't. I'm going to change the lighting to see whether, I think I'm going to go back to the white light, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so again, we're scoring that at 1 inch, so make sure you've absolutely got it on your 1 inch. Then you're going to score it at 2 inches, so that's 1 inch, then 2 inch, and then we're going to score it at 4 inch, so make sure you've got it absolutely on the 4 inch, and then we're going to score it at 6 inch. So if you've got a Stampin' Up trimmer like I have, then your 6 inch will just put completely up to this edge here. So I'm hoping you can see that. I'm seeing if that's going to catch up with me, because mine's just a bit behind. So yes, you can. So it butts up to that 6-inch. Okay, now we're going to look at this, because this is going to fit on top, and I want to make sure I've got it the right way up, because how the pattern is, I want it to follow on, which means that this now follows on. So I want to start my scoring at this side. So what I do is I put this side in. So remember, that was what butted up to the other part of my card. So I'm going to start on this side, and I'm going to score that at 1 inch. So line that up at 1 inch, but then I'm going to turn it now all the way round so that my inch score line is on this side, and then I'm going to score it at 2 inches. So, and again 4 inches. So it's fairly easy. I've just got these in my head because it's so easy to do. And then 6 inches again, remember, because I've got a Stampin' Up trimmer, it just nicely butts against that. Okay, so just going to move my trimmer out of the way now. So just let me remind myself of what I did. Let's start in the middle section, and then I know I'm right. So this is the furthest score line here. I'm going to just get my scoring tool up. That's it, my bone folder. Now just make sure that your 2 end pieces are in matching up to the end piece. So I'm going to concertina fold it back on itself, and then back on itself. Now I can't have done that right, because that goes the other way, so let's do. So that should go out, that should go in, sorry, I've realised, and that should go. Have I done that right? Have I missed a score line? Yes, no wonder I'm let's see, 1, 2, 4, no, 6, that's right. Why am I doing it? So that, what am I doing? There should be 2 big panels, and then it must be 8. I'll just bring that back in, sorry. Let me bring the original card in too. Oh, that's right. 1, 2. Did I not do that on the 6? No, I haven't. Oh, I scored it, didn't I? Sorry about that. I did do the 6 and then not done it, folded it on the 6. So that's where I've gone wrong, sorry. So if you fold the 6 in, then that will concertina out to be like that. Right, you'll see on this one now, sorry. So find where your score line is. It's because my score lines are not easy to see. So if we fold it in half first, with the side that you want to have on the outside, so the side you want to have for your inside, you should be folding that too. Then you're going to bring it back on itself for the next score line, and just make sure you're creasing and getting them on their lines, and then bring it back forward, and then bring it back again there. Sorry about that. So that it concertinas out like that. Now we've just got to make sure that this is right, and we're going to make sure that it follows on, which it does. So we're going to glue that together now with the lines following on. Let's see whichever works out the best. That looks as though it works out better gluing it that way. So just see which way the pattern follows on better. Does it follow on better if you put it on the front like that, or does it follow on better if it's on the back? On this particular card, it looks as though it follows on better at the back, but you don't see too much of this, so just check again. You can do it either way really, it doesn't, so you're just making sure that your pattern follows on. That's fine. I'm going to do it the same way as I did before. Okay, so all we're going to do is glue these two pieces together now. So my glue that I use, the Kalal, I think it's called glue, somebody's referred to, I think it might have been Mixed Up Craft Recall, I think she calls it construction glue, I'm not sure, but it does. So I'm just making sure that I'm getting up to the score line, not on the score line. So make sure that you're getting up to the score line and not on the score line. Okay, so that you make sure that that folds nicely like that. So just make sure, let's have a look, catching up. Right, now I've got coordinating colours in this. So it's Highland Heather, Petal Pink and the Calypso Coral. So I've got a piece now that measures 5 7/8 by 5 7/8, and I'm just going to put this in the middle here and glue this down. Just put my glue to one side so it's square, so it doesn't matter which way I put it round. I'm just going to make sure that I've got equal increment top, bottom and either side, and just put that down. I'm then going to bring in the coordinating colour. Now I've decided to have a nice border, so I took this down to 5 5/8 by 5 5/8. So we're going to glue that on. Right, and I was deciding I was not going to put this on first. I was going to do the intricate bit that we're going to do. So I think before we do any more to this part of the card, I'm going to leave that for the moment because we need to make our lattice work. So I'm just going to put that on one side and we'll come back to that, because what I want to do is this here, this lattice work, so it's got time to dry. So I have got already cut out, and this is from the Fitting Florets, and I've just cut out our frame, and then I've cut out 9 1/8 of an inch strips of white. Now I will measure these because I didn't measure these, but I'll measure these to tell you how big they are. So I'll just put all those bits and bobs over there for the minute. Okay, now keep that circle that you cut out of the middle, so keep that. You'll need that for another project. So let's see how many I've got out now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's one more escaping. So all I'm going to do is, that's my front side. So on the back side, I'm going to just glue all the way around. So I'm just gluing all the way around. This makes it easier because you can just focus on putting the strips on. I've just got glue over that, so I'm just going to remove that so that it gets on there. So well, that seems to have touched it still straight away. That was back side anyway. Right, so this is going to be the back side, so I'm putting the good side and I'm just going to slant it, so it doesn't matter which way you start. In fact, I'm going to start in the middle, so roughly in the middle I'm going to put a diagonal down, and it doesn't matter 100% if you don't get it absolutely in the middle. I'm just going to then sort of leave a bit of a gap and try and get the same gap at the top. So we got, I think that, so that's about right. And then pop one in the middle. So I'm going to pop one in the middle. So I think really it looks, I'll measure this for you if you want. So we're getting 5 going across. Okay, so that's 5 going across, and I'm just eyeballing it. But just make sure that you're happy that they look roughly about right. So I'm just going to adjust them if I don't feel that they're right. Okay, I think that looks about right. Okay, and then I'm just making it easy again. I'm just going to put glue going all across this white like that. Now, if there are any questions, I will endeavour to answer them after. Obviously, I can't do that now because I can't see. So again, I'm just going to place that going across, and this time there's just going to be 4 going across. So I'm just roughly putting them the same distance apart. Roughly making sure all the good sides are facing. And there. Now, why of course I wanted to do this is because, as you can see, the frame needs to dry. So I'll just try and show you what it looks at the other side, so you can see that the lattice work is fairly even there. So I'm just going to move that out of the way now to completely dry. Leave that. Okay, now bring back in my card base so we can carry on. I'll just make sure I didn't get any glue there. So now I've got some pieces that measure, and I'll measure these for you. So 5 7/8 by 2 1/8. I think that's, but no, 1 and, why is that measure? That's looking a bit suspect that that's too big. Yes, it is. That's not right. It should be 1 7/8. That's right. So 1 7/8 by 5 7/8. That's wrong. So I'm just going to bring my trimmer in and put this down to 1 7/8. So 1 7/8. Okay. Put that down. I don't know what happened there. So just put that out of the way. There we go. 1 7/8. So you're not going to see this part here, but you will see, as that folds over, you will see this part. So you're going to miss one and then put your 1 7/8 by 5 7/8 here. Okay, and so that's going to go on there. So we're going to leave a increment and just bring this over here, and you can just see whether this is lining up with the top. Okay, so we're looking at the top here, and I'm thinking that that seems to be lining up fine. Seems to be about right. Okay, and this time this coordinates, so on one side there's that, and then the other side is the stars. And this is why I love Stampin' Up, because all their products you can get coordination going off throughout. So this DSP coordinates with the other side, like this one coordinates with the other side. This also, it's from the same pack, and that's what you'll find with the same pack as well. The DSP will coordinate with itself quite nicely, does all the hard work for you. So again, I'm hoping that that is lining up. I'm looking at that, it's lining up. Okay, so that's there. And then again, you're not going to really see this part. You're going to see this, but when it extends out, you will be able to see that flowing through. So it looks rather nice. Okay, so we want 7/8 by, yeah, I have got that right. So this is 7/8 by 5 7/8. Now this card, although we took about 6x6 cards, being 6x6, if you buy a standard card base, you will find out actually that it is actually 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. So although they call them 6x6, it's not actually 6x6. So if you try and put a 6x6 card into a 6x6 as you're thinking envelope, it will not work. So basically I've made the envelopes, and I will do a short video on making the envelope. I happen to have got a envelope punch board, so I make my envelopes with that. So I've made some lovely envelopes here. This is the same size, oops, sorry, this is the same size card. That is a proper 6x6. Makes beautifully. That one's ready to be posted. I hope I managed to cover that up so that you don't see whose address that is in. Okay, so that's looking rather nice there. We're going to go to the other side now. So we're missing one, and then we're going to do it on this one. So again, coordinating colours. So I think I said that this was the Highland Heather. So we're going to do the Highland Heather on the card, but I could have easily have chosen the Petal Pink. I could have also chosen, just put it on there like I did with the other one, just to make sure that we're getting this flowing through and level. Okay, and then we're going to bring the star paper back in. So that was the back, of course. So I just thought this was lovely. Let's see which way around I want it. Doesn't really matter because it looks fine either way actually. So again, this one measures your 5 3/4 by 1 5/8, if I didn't tell you that. So there's the measurement. Okay, and then we're bringing the next one, the last bit in, and we're going to bring in a piece of Highland Heather. So as I say, I could have used Petal Pink, I could have gone for the Calypso Coral, so I could have had either of those there. Okay, so this is going to go in the middle there. Okay, and then the thin strip, if I forgot to tell you the thin strip, it is 5/8 by 5 5/8. So this time we want the other side to show, so I'm putting glue on the starry side. Okay, so it's a great way, as I say, to use up your DSP if you're hoarding it, because it's celebration time that we've just had. You get a lot, and particularly this celebration, with you getting this paper pack that you could get that had got 48 sheets in. So there we go, that's looking nice there. And this is a sturdy card, so it's as I say, because we've got these card layers and the DSP on top of each other. It is a sturdy card, so you're all right there. Right, now this should be dry, so I'm bringing this back in. So all I'm going to do is go round. In fact, I do need these scissors. I'm going to go round now and just cut off. Now I'm going to angle this so that I'm chopping slightly away so that underneath, so you probably can't see because it's that narrow that I've done it. I've just chopped a little bit so it's not absolutely bang on against the edge. I'm angling my scissors in a way that it chops it underneath. So go all the way round and it brings that lovely lattice effect on there. And I'll show you again when I've done this, so you'll see what I mean. Okay, so it's so slight that I've chopped in that you can't really see, but on this side there is no white showing whatsoever. Okay, let's just tip those out of the way, and I'm going to bring in now the piece that you cut out of the center of this part. You can use this, or you can use the center out of this part here. Now I did use this originally, but I'm going to try it. I'm just going to look now to see what happens when I put that against there. So yeah, I think it's going to be much easier. So if you cut this out of by using this one, so I'm gonna put this white one on first, I think, now. So I'm going to make sure that I've got plenty going off in here. I'm going to go all the way round, and that can go down first. And I'm just going to make sure that I've got equal increments, top, bottom and side. So this is going to be central, really. Just make sure that that's central there, about, and top and bottom. I think that's about it. So when you're happy, commit yourself to it. Now the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to put glue again all the way around the outside of this. So I'm going on there, and then just move that out of the way, and I'm just going to bring this in and just put that so that it goes all on the back there. So just go around that like that. Now I noted that I'd got, so just go over these to seal them down. I'm sealing those down, and then bring back in my card base, and this then should fit in there like that. Just going to put it all in there now. See which way around I want it to go, like that. And then just make sure again that you've got it equal all the way round. You're happy, commit yourself to it. Okay. And I just love, if you've watched my videos before, you will have seen me talk about this sprig. I just absolutely love this sprig. And I don't know whether I put it, I think I did commit myself to it. So I'm putting this down first. I'm just going to put some down the centre. Okay. And this I just tucked just underneath there, just anywhere you can tuck it in. I just kind of put it there, just absolutely love it. Right, now this time with this spray, so again, this is all the same set so far, but then from the I just crushed one of my DSP ones. From the actual I'm gonna have to tip these all out. I call it, is it cup of tea or time for tea? I'm just going to get these out, just move those out of the way, and then I'll show you the stamp set. So I've just used, I'm letting the DSP do all the work here. I'm not doing any of the work. I'm letting the DSP completely do it, not stamped or anything. But this lovely starry paper here, I have used, I'm going to bring it in to show you. This flower that you can actually stamp comes with the stamp that's like this. There, that's the stamp there. And it has a die that's exactly in the same formation, that die there, that you can cut out. So what I did is I just positioned that on my star paper, going more for the faded bits of the star. So I've not picked up too much of the white in it, but I've got the faded bits. And all I'm going to do with my fingers is just bend these up like that. And then I'm just going to get a glue dot. Now, I love our kit glue dots. These are absolutely great, and I love, I've just got some flicked out here of my glue dots. So where's my paper piercer? Right, so I like to get a glue dot underneath, and I'm just going to put that on that one that I've just done. Where was it gone? I just buried it. Oh, that's good. I've just done one, but fortunately I've got other ones, so I can't see it. It might have gone on my elbow or anywhere. Right, so, oh, it's there. It's hidden in the pattern. So what I do is just get a glue dot, and I'm going to put that, and now it's fetched it off at both sides. So I'm just going to put that in the centre there. And then I'm just going to put that straight over one of those little blobs. Okay, so these, I'm looking at each of these little flowers there, and then I'm just getting one of my glitter dots. So I'm going to bring my glitter dots in, and the glitter dots, and I'm going to put that in the centre to make my flower. And that's just give it a bit of movement with just putting it. It's not absolutely flat. It's just giving it a bit of movement. And then I'm going to get another one. Again, I'm just bending it up with my nails. Just bringing it up. Because it's so tiny, it will be hard to do with your bone folder. And then going to get a little, got the glue dots out, what am I doing? So there's my glue dot, put it in the middle and take that off, and then pop that, I'm going to pop that down here, and then bring in another glitter glue dot for the centre. So glue dot for the centre again. And then it's got these lovely like little bits of flowers. So I'm again going to curl those. I'm again going to put a glue dot behind them. I'm going to put a glue dot behind that. Come on. That's it. Take that off the back. So you get that off the back. And I love it because I picked this up such a lot and just position that. Sorry about the waddle of my camera again. So I'm just using those little spurs that they've got. Now, what I'm going to do is get another glue dot, but this time I'm not going to stick the whole of the glue dot on. I'm going to use, now our scissors are rather splendid. They cut right to the very edge. Best scissors I've ever seen. See how pointy they are? They're very sharp on the point, which means it cuts right to the very edge. If you see standard scissors or a lot of scissors that you buy, can you see that that is rounded there? If I can compare the two, can you see how pointy they are? Our scissors, best scissors I've ever known. So make crafting, fussy cutting, etc. a dream. So I'm going to cut this glue dot, and I can do that because of these scissors. I would not attempt to cut my glue dot in half with these. It just wouldn't do it. So I've got half a glue dot. So it is a bit fiddly, but I have got small fingers anyway. So I'd like you to let me know whether you can actually cut a glue dot in half. Whether that's something your fingers do allow, but I have got small hands, and I'm not sure whether I'm able to do it because I've got small hands or whether everybody can do it. So, but I just felt that just putting that half a glue dot on there at the bottom of the flower just gave it a little bit of something. So move it around with my pokey tool. So I never thought I'd get used to this one because we had just a thin pokey tool before, and I thought, oh dear, when they stopped making them, I thought, oh, why have they gone and done that? I love it. And but now I just adore this one and use it all the time. It's great for the putty end on the other side. You've got the scoopy bit on it, and you've got some scoring tools on it. But I just love it now. So I'm going to put one. So I'm just using, as I say, wherever it's got a little point coming out, I'm just putting those over there. And I just think it's lovely. I'm just going to get off, coming off. It's a bit fiddly. Can't release. That's it. It's fiddly even for me, but I can do it. There we go. And put that on the bottom there. I just think it just adds a bit of something. Again, just bend those round, get a glue dot, fix it on the back. Come on, in the right place, and then just use it, slide it off. One down there. Up, come on. There, and then that glue dot, and then I'm going to cut it in half. So I just put it between my finger and my thumb, snip down. It doesn't matter if it's not absolutely in half, because some of the flowers are bigger than others. That didn't go exactly in half, so this is a bit bigger than that one, because it gives you smaller ones and bigger ones. So the bigger half I'm using on the bigger flower, and the smaller half I will use on the smaller flower. So and it just fits on there. Okay, there we go. And then there we go, another on there. So again, just sliding it between my fingers to give it that bit of a lift. Getting the glue dot on the back. Oops, did that go somewhere? Don't know where that glue dot went. That's not it, is it? No, that's not it. I flicked that glue dot somewhere and I don't know where it went. You might have seen where it went, but never mind. I'll get another one. Okay, so okay, just put that on there. Get that little bit off and switch it round. So put your flowers whichever way you feel it's going, and then I'm just going to have that little bit there on that side. And I just felt that just lifted the flowers that little bit. Okay, and then I thought this sentiment I just love. This sentiment, is it from, yes it is, it's from the Frame Florets. Just a little reminder that you are loved. Now this is an Easter card, okay, and Easter of course is all about Jesus. It's not about bunnies, it's not about chocolate eggs, it's when Jesus died for all of us, for our sins. So when we celebrate Easter, we're not celebrating getting chocolate, we are celebrating the death of Jesus for all our sins. So the scripture, of course, is for God so loved, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoever believed in him should not perish but have eternal life. So just a reminder that you are loved because it's God's love to you. So I'm going to put that in the middle. I just thought that that was great because what I'm putting here is I'm putting the cross because, as I say, that's what Easter is about. It's all about Christ dying for us. So I'm going to put that about there and I'm going to keep that flat. And then again, I've got these little flowers that I'm again bringing in and rounding them. And then we're going to get the glue dots in the middle. And the glue dot just, well, of course it's an instant stick, so that does help, it being an instant stick, but also using a glue dot, it doesn't make it go flat to your paper. So I'm going to stick that in the middle. There we go. So that's going to go in the middle, and then of course we're going to bring in a whole glue dot for that. And this is a whole glue dot. That, and we've got the nice little middle, and then got another one. So again, just bending it up and then sticking the glue dot in the middle. I've liked some of the Easter cards that I've seen because, as nearly put it on wrong place, put it on the back. Some of the Easter cards that I've seen people put silly and have the bunny there as a silly bunny and then put the cross. I love that. I thought that was great. So I'm going to kind of just put that so that it's roughly coming halfway in. So I've cut out it twice, the whole of the die, because it does 2 of the bigger ones and 3 of these, 2 of that size and 1 of the middle ones. So again, put a glue dot on the back. That's it. And then we're going to tuck that under, sort of coming over and under, and then we'll get the 2 glue dots to 2 little things on the back. So that's one on my glitter. So I just love how you can combine the sets with Stampin' Up. So like I'm combining the frame florets with Time for Tea. There's that. Have I peeled the back off? I might have peeled the back off this in the wrong place. It looks like I have. So it's pulled it. Oh no, it might not have. Let's see if it does stick down. If it sticks down, I haven't. No, it floats off. So in that case, I'm just going to put a dab of glue there and then put that on the top. Whoops. Flip it over and bring it back. There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way, they say. And again, hopefully I'll get this top one off. Yeah. Rather than taking it down. Okay, and there. And then we've got these are also from the cup of tea, the leafy bits. So again, I'm just going to give it some movement. I'm going to put a glue dot on the bottom of it. So going, this time I'm putting it there on the back, and I'm just then going to tuck this in about there, just press it down, bring in another one, just rounding it again with my fingernails so that gives it that bit of movement. Put myself in a glue dot. Of course you can just buy the normal glue dots. I just find them bit big sometimes, whereas the kit ones are nice. They're just the right size. Looks like I've got taken 2 out now. So I like saving them for projects. So just bend it in and then just get glue dot for the back. Oops. Oh, come on. Okay, and then take that off, and I'll push that in at the bottom. Okay, so we've got that going off there. And then for the back, as I say, I need to do something with Happy Easter, and I was actually waiting, and have I brought my bunny one? No, I've not brought the bunny one. The set that I've taken the God So Loved the World from is Grace. Unfortunately, we don't do it anymore, but I just a very kind demonstrator let me have this, and it's got this, and she hadn't used this sentiment even, but I just thought that's the whole point of what I'm saying to you. Easter's about Jesus, just a little reminder that you are loved because he loved you so much that he died for you. And the actual scripture verse is God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. As I said, John 3:16, and this is perfect because it says it all. So I've already put that on there in Paper Pizzazz, and just going to put that roughly in the middle of the back. And then I've got enough room to write who I'm sending this to. Just make sure, yeah, that is in the back. I've just put it slightly higher because that's where I want my verse to sit. So it's quite a sturdy card. So let's see, as I say, I didn't bring the rabbit one, did I? No. I did bring the other Happy Easter, but I was thinking I might put, but no, I might not. I might do it, change my mind. So let's see if we can, if I've got anything. Oh, yes. Let's see. So I have got some little bits and bobs in here. So I'm going to see if I've got anything that will fit in my Happy Easter and will fit on where I want it to fit. The Happy Easter, where are you, Happy Easter? It will be one that I've used. That's it, that's the Happy Easter. I found the Happy Easter. So the Happy Easter is not too big, so I'm going to look to see if I've got anything in here that I could use that's smaller. I don't, that will fit it there. Will that fit? Yeah, I think I'll go for that. So we'll do that. So I'm just going to get Pear Pizzazz. There's my Pear Pizzazz, and I just need a block. Don't want a massive one. Let's get one. And these blocks that I use, that you see me using all the time, these are the blocks I've got from kits. A lot of demonstrators swap these out. I find these great for me, so I use those all the time. So go either way. I'm going to go this way this time. Sorry if this is going to make my camera wobble. Oh yes, wobbly camera, apologies. Right, so let's take that off there, sit that in the middle, hopefully. Leave it for a few seconds. Yes, very happy with that. Okay, and so I'm going to just glue that on. That can be glued on now. And just before I commit myself, yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to put Happy Easter there. I'm going to put it quite tight to the top and the bottom, making sure that that's level. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then let me just move my glue dots a minute. Oh yes, I could even do that. I think I might do that. So I'm going to put some flowers on this. So I'm going to stick a flower on the top there, and I've got a flower that I can stick on the bottom as well. So I'll stick a flower on the bottom. And I'm keeping these flat this time, I'm not curling them. And then I am going to cut a glue dot in half again, so to put that little bit of gold in this corner as well. There we go. I didn't do it in half, but again it will, whoops, thought that had gone completely then, but I managed to catch it before it escaped off anywhere. There we go. And so that can go at the bottom actually. I'll put that one at the bottom. There. And then this one can go on the top one. Just to give it that lift and give it that little bit of sparkle. I'll put that at the top. So in fact, I'll knock that that's fine. There we go. So there we go. So I hope you like that. I just think it's pretty. I don't know whether I've got enough. I haven't got another one of those by the looks of things. No, I haven't. I just started cutting some odd ones out. But I hope you like that. So that's it's folded up. If you wanted to put something on these, you could do. I just like that it's just showing you just a little reminder that you are loved. You open it up, happy Easter, and you are also seeing the cross. And then, of course, at the back, God so loved. That they're glued up. There we go. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, John 3:16. So hope you like that. How it will fit is like that, which is hard for you to see, but it will be kind of like that. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Do appreciate that you've stopped by. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to me and press the notification button so that you won't miss any further uploads, because these days you never know when I'm going to come on. And but I do appreciate all those people that have subscribed to me so far. Do appreciate your subscription, and I do appreciate that you watch my videos as well. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay well, and bye for now.